Welcome back, wrestling WWE fans, to another heart-pounding chapter in the saga of the Squared Circle. Tonight, we're diving into a story that's tearing through the WWE universe like a wildfire, one that hits hard for American fans packing arenas and the UK crowd in London craving raw emotion. This is about loyalty shattered, legacies tested, and a family dynasty on the brink of collapse as Roman Reigns faces the ultimate betrayal. The air was thick with tension at the Royal Rumble, where the US crowd erupted with chants for Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the man who carried the bloodline on his shoulders. But across the Atlantic, British fans in London couldn't believe it when whispers turned to reality. Brock Lesnar, the Beast incarnate, had joined forces with Seth Rollins' new faction, The Vision. This wasn't just a power move, it was a dagger to Roman's heart, a betrayal that echoed through wrestling history. Please like, share, and subscribe for more WWE content. Backstage, Roman's fury was palpable. Insiders revealed he paced the locker room, his eyes burning with rage, muttering about trust broken and empires crumbling. For American fans, this was personal. Roman's reign as the head of the table had been their anchor, a symbol of resilience in a chaotic world. The UK wrestling tradition was felt in every chant, as fans across England mourned the fracture of a dynasty they'd cheered for years. The roots of this betrayal trace back to years of uneasy alliances. Brock and Roman's rivalry was legendary, their battles in American arenas like WrestleMania shaking the very foundations of WWE. But Seth Rollins, the architect of the Vision, saw an opportunity to exploit old wounds. British fans in London, steeped in their love for cunning heels, sensed the manipulation, their cheers tinged with dread as Seth's plan unfolded. The health crises that haunt wrestlers added a grim layer to this drama. Brock, a man who'd conquered the ring and UFC, wasn't immune to the toll of his brutal career. Whispers of lingering injuries, shoulder issues, concussions, surfaced, yet he aligned with Seth, a decision that shocked fans across America. Was Brock chasing one last run, or was this a desperate grasp at relevance? The question hung heavy in every arena. Roman's family, the bloodline, felt the betrayal most acutely. The Usos, his cousins, stood by him, but cracks were forming. Backstage dynamics rarely see the light of day, but sources say Jey Uso clashed with Roman over how to handle Brock's defection. The US crowd erupted with chants for the bloodline, desperate to see them unite, while British fans in London couldn't believe it as the family teetered on the edge of breakdown. Grief and loss are woven into wrestling's fabric, and this story carried echoes of fallen stars. American fans remembered Eddie Guerrero's heart and Owen Hart's sacrifice, their legacies a reminder of what's at stake. Roman, carrying the Anoa'i family name, felt that weight, knowing his empire was more than a gimmick, it was a tribute to those who came before. The UK crowd, with their reverence for wrestling's history, connected deeply with this narrative. Scandals erupted as the news broke. Social media exploded with leaks about heated confrontations between Roman and WWE management, who reportedly greenlit Brock's move to the Vision. Across America, fans were in shock, flooding X with posts questioning whether Roman was being set up to fall. The betrayal wasn't just personal, it felt like a corporate conspiracy, a storyline that cut too close to reality. The UK wrestling scene buzzed with its own theories. Fans in pubs across England dissected every moment, from Brock's smirk to Seth's cryptic promos. The UK wrestling tradition was felt in every chant, as they rallied behind Roman, their passion a testament to their love for larger-than-life heroes. Yet, they couldn't shake the feeling that this was more than a storyline, it was a glimpse into real pain. Alright, we're halfway through, and things are about to take a serious turn. If you thought you knew where this was going, think again, this is where the real drama unfolds. Stay tuned, because the best is yet to come. The night Brock officially joined the Vision, the arena was a powder keg. The US crowd erupted with chants as Roman's music hit, his face a mask of barely contained rage. But when Brock stepped out alongside Seth, the boos were deafening, a sound that echoed from New York to London. British fans in London couldn't believe it, their screens lighting up with the image of two titans aligning against their tribal chief. Roman's promos took a darker turn. He spoke of sacrifice, of carrying his family through blood and pain, only to be stabbed in the back. American fans hung on every word, their cheers a rallying cry for a man fighting to hold his world together. The emotion was raw, almost too real, as if Roman was speaking not just to the crowd but to his own breaking heart. Backstage, the dynamics were chaos. Insiders revealed that Paul Heyman, Roman's Wiseman, was blindsided by Brock's move. Heyman, a master manipulator, was reportedly furious, his loyalty to Roman tested by this new alliance. The US crowd felt that betrayal, their chance for Heyman a plea for him to fix this fracture. The UK crowd, with their love for cunning strategists, watched in awe as the chess game unfolded. The personal sacrifices Roman made were laid bare. He'd missed birthdays, anniversaries, and quiet moments with his children, all to build the bloodline's legacy. Now, with Brock and Seth threatening to tear it down, the cost felt unbearable. American fans, who see wrestling as a mirror of their own struggles, connected with Roman's fight to protect what he'd built. British fans in London, with their deep appreciation for wrestling's emotional core, saw Roman as a tragic hero. The UK wrestling tradition was felt in every chant, their voices carrying across the ocean, urging Roman to rise. They knew this wasn't just about a title, it was about family, honor, and the ghosts of wrestling's past. As the feud escalated, the physical toll became undeniable. Roman's body, battered from years of main event wars, showed signs of wear. Insiders whispered about a shoulder injury he was hiding, pushing through pain to face Brock and Seth. The US crowd erupted with chants of, "Acknowledge me," a desperate plea for their tribal chief to prove he was still unbreakable. The UK crowd, watching on, felt the weight of every blow. British fans in London couldn't believe it as Roman took punishment from Brock, his resilience a nod to their own wrestling heroes who fought through pain. The match wasn't just a clash of titans, it was a battle for survival, for legacy, for everything Roman held dear. Scandals continued to swirl. A leaked audio clip surfaced, allegedly capturing Seth mocking Roman's leadership, calling him a king without a crown. Across America, fans were in shock, the betrayal cutting deeper with every replay. The clip spread like wildfire, fueling debates about whether Seth's ambition had poisoned his loyalty. The emotional climax came at a sold-out show, where Roman faced Brock and Seth in a tense confrontation. The US crowd erupted with chants as Roman stood alone, his eyes locked on the men who'd betrayed him. British fans in London, watching live, felt the electricity, their cheers a testament to the drama that transcends borders. Roman's family stood by him, but the cracks were undeniable. Jey Uso's loyalty wavered, his own ambitions clashing with Roman's vision. The US crowd felt the tension, their chants for the bloodline tinged with fear. The UK crowd, with their love for complex narratives, saw this as a Shakespearean tragedy, a family unraveling under pressure. The legacy of this feud will echo for years. Brock's betrayal, Seth's ambition, and Roman's rage are now part of WWE's storied history, a chapter that resonates from American arenas to London's passionate crowds. The US crowd will chant for Roman's comeback, believing in his strength. The UK crowd will honor his fight, their tradition alive in every cheer. This is wrestling at its core: love, loss, loyalty, and legacy. For American fans, it's the fight to hold on to what matters, no matter the cost. For British fans, it's the drama of heroes and villains, played out in the ring they hold dear. Roman's story isn't over, it's a reminder that even in betrayal, there's a fire that refuses to die. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the ring.